He is the most influential person of the year according to Time readers. His photos and quotes appear on the covers of the most authoritative foreign editions, and also,
finally, we have a president that everybody loves and his approval ratings are sky high. It's the president of Ukraine, but still.
It was Volodymyr Zelenskyy who has managed to change the rules of the game of international diplomacy in the last few months. The first starting point was the Munich Security Conference, more precisely, the speech of the president of Ukraine. Later, the German press would write about his speech that in an hour Zelenskyy was able to make all states, which usually look the other way, listen.
Україна хоче миру.
Ukraine wants peace, Europe wants peace, the world says it doesn't want to fight, and Russia doesn't to attack. Some of us are lying. This is not yet an axiom, but it is no longer a hypothesis.
Just a few days after his speech, the whole world saw who was really lying. Since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the rhetoric of official Kiev became even sharper. After all, delaying arms supplies or imposing sanctions cost hundreds of lives of Ukrainians.
Якщо це війна, то я називаю.
If this is a war, then I call it a war, not a special operation. If this is a threat to all of Europe, then I call it a threat to all of Europe. This is called honesty, which Mr. Orban lacks. Maybe he lost it somewhere between contacts with Moscow.
Hungary then banned the transportation of weapons through its territory to Ukraine, and right now it is blocking the imposition of the Russian oil embargo in the EU. Such loyalty to the Kremlin is due to cheaper energy resources for Hungary, and Kyiv does not stop emphasizing that this is corruption. Such persistence has even forced the German president to take responsibility for close relations with Russia. Zelenskyy refused to receive Steinmeier in the capital of Ukraine. In the end, the German leader apologized, and later official Berlin decided to provide Kiev with lethal weapons.
We have asked the German arms industry to let us know what materials it can supply in the near future. Ukraine has now made a selection from this list, and we will also provide it with the money necessary for the purchase. Among all, there are still weapons which include anti-tank weapons and interceptors, as well as ammunition and what can be used in artillery combat.
Another achievement of Zelenskyy's policy is that the West is already preparing to support Ukraine in the post-war reconstruction, and he does everything to hasten victory. For example, the Lend-Lease program from the United States allows to quickly deliver the necessary weapons to Ukraine. The next step could be a new so-called Marshall Plan for Ukraine, experts say. And this is a huge financial assistance for the recovery of enterprises, infrastructure and the economy as a whole. Reported by Marina Stepanenko, Victoria Elchuk, UATV News.